meeting. So here's what I would like to say in general. First of all, I would like to instruct the government to take into consideration the results, outcomes of today's conversation while drafting energy strategy of Russia. Like we agreed, we should extend its horizon of planning until 2050. Strategy has to be approved before September 15th of this year. What are the priorities that we need to take into consideration when preparing this document? First, we need to expand the program of gasification of Russian regions. We should change approaches towards the realization to extend it to the maximal number of the regions, settlements, and houses. That's a precise task, so wherever we can, we should bring either liquefied gas or we should bring the gas pipeline. Secondly, despite the external situation, we should provide enough oil products to the domestic market, and the price should be affordable for the car owner, for businesses, including for farming businesses. All additional decisions in this regard should be considered. We have already prepared the plans and they are being implemented, the plans to develop the oil and the gas industry. We should pay extra attention to this. The restrictions that we are facing, so we should implement all these projects completely. We should move on to strengthen, to increase the potential of these essential sectors of our economy. Thirdly, as for the export of the energy, we need to expedite the implementation of infrastructure projects. I'm talking about railroads, ports, gas pipelines, to redirect in the near future the export from the west to promising markets, to the south, to the east. And we need to look at to the future. We should think about developing the energy infrastructure to Latin America, to Oceania and further, and we should build new oil and gas pipelines from the western and eastern Siberia reserves. That's something that we talked about. We should create additional capacities for the Far Eastern ports. We should use the potential of the Northern Sea route, and we should use the power of Siberia and Sakhalin-Khabarovsk-Vladivostok pipelines to create one single network to provide all the necessary for our regions in the east of our country. We should develop the perspective plan of development of the oil and gas infrastructure. It should be ready by June 1st of this year. So please do not take too much time with that. And we already talked about that. We should move from the foreign certification standards in the oil and gas industry to the domestic systems, and it should be done promptly before the end of this year. And one more thing, to stimulate the import substitution in gas and the petroleum industry, we need to understand clearly the demands and the interests of the companies. And in this regard, I think it would be the right thing to think about consolidation of demand and of resources in this area. We should create packages of orders to design, to manufacture the products, equipment, and machines that will be needed by all our companies in the energy sector. And we should concentrate our efforts in this direction, first of all. And we also talked about clearing, and we talked about the task force group, about the working group that has been suggested. And Nabiolina, during one of our meetings, we are going to have this group and we will continue this work. I would like to thank all the participants of today's meeting for today's discussion, today's conversation. I think this meeting was very concrete, and I'm confident that it's going to benefit the industry. Thank you so much. Good luck, everyone.